The best way for me to be able to visualize this is we find that giving people in the organization a clear view on missions, values and cultures, strategy and priority, that's quite straightforward. A lot of this we'll find on the internet. If we were to go into each of your organization's websites, we'll be able to find most of this information, and it's articulated in a quite a simple way. Where it starts to become a bit gray is this area. Okay, what are the objectives, and who's responsible for what, and what are the key results that we need to deliver that's going to help us reach those objectives, and what are people working on a day-to-day basis? What are those key initiatives? What are those projects that are going to drive those key results? And more importantly, where are they? Where are they at the moment? Where are we on this scale? Are we ahead of the curve? Are we behind the curve? Are we challenged? Have we not started yet? Where are we? These are all of the things that the business is reliant upon the communication team to help to convey. Okay, so the rule behind this OKR framework is if we could be very clear on what those objectives are, and then who owns the key results related to those objectives, and we've got a clear indication of what are the key initiatives and projects that need to be delivered, what we can start to do is with those key initiatives and projects have a clearer indication of what those key results are, which in turn will give us a clear indication of how we are performing against those business objectives. That's the whole idea behind the OKR framework. And what we're saying here is 96% of employees who use OKRs understand how their work ties into the broader company goals. And that is probably one of the toughest parts that the communication team has to communicate on a regular basis. And to the best of my knowledge, this is being done through information that's being placed on the intranet. So delegate access or leadership communication into the business. This is being done through email. This is also being done through town halls at certain periods of the year and so forth. So thinking about all of those briefings, communications that you're doing, all of the written communication that's being sent out, what we're trying to articulate is not just, okay, what can you take advantage of in this business, but actually, where are we? Where is our performance? This is the direction that we're going in. This is what the future looks like for us. Is part of that. So if we're utilizing OKRs, 96% of people are very clear on exactly how they're contributing to the overall objective of the organization. Okay, and this is an example of how we bring this technology into the flow of work. So as you can see here, I'm in an M365 environment. This is accessible within Teams, by the way. And the whole idea here is for me to demonstrate very quickly how we can show how an objective at an organizational level can be trickled down into departments who can be accountable for some of these activities. So I'll use the first one as an example: become an industry leader in generative AI adoption. That's what we want to achieve as Contoso, this organization. And as you can see here, the owner is Patty. So if we fast forward, Patty also has some key results that are going to drive this generative AI adoption. That is 80% have completed the necessary Copilot training, company-wide rollout of Copilot, and show a 25% return on investment in year one. Those are the key results that are measurable, they're actionable, and we've given ourselves a time bound to deliver. What's interesting here is that you can see that objective overall is on track. All right. And that is being driven by these particular outcomes here, which is on track, behind, and in progress. So the whole idea is I want to understand, right, okay, who is accountable for this at different stages of the organization or different parts of the organization. So what I've got here is I can show you that the IT team and the marketing team have built their objectives directly from the company objective of being a industry leader in generative AI adoption. Okay. And what we're saying here is for the IT team, their objective, as you can see here, led by Diego, is to deliver on the adoption strategy for Copilot. That is 500 assigned licenses and a 100% completion rate of the Copilot Academy training. That's the example. Now, in the same breath, the marketing team also has accountability to this overall objective here, which is to leverage generative AI for more efficient delivery of services. And it's given you some tangible examples and key results: 100% completion of Copilot Academy training, but also produce 20% more marketing material by utilizing generative AI. Those are the actions that the marketing team is going to take. And I've also shown you the actions that the IT team are going to take to contribute to that overall objective. And as you can see, for each of these, we can see exactly where they are in the process.